Hello friends, welcome back. This is Nima. Today I'm making this quick video to show you how do I make this mini watercolor books. See, I do have one in here that I already started painting. Some of my paintings in here. And I just do all my little journal travel with this. I like to also give them away to friends or people that I find on my way. So here is what I need for this. I need the watercolor paper, and I'm using, in this case, one big page that is 11 by 15, and I'm cutting this 2 inches. And this one in here are 2 by 1.5. So I'm going to cut a strip in here 2 inches. We also need glue, and for that I'm using this pH neutral PVA. And I use these elastic bands. I have them in different colors, and that's what I use to keep my book closed in here. I also need for the cover, I'm using chipboard, and I cut this one 1/6 of an inch larger than my strip. So it will be 2 1/16 of an inch by 1 9/16 of an inch. It's literally 1/16 of an inch wider and longer than my paper. To cover the book, I'm just using some pages that I have in here. You can use any paper. Make sure that it's a strong paper. Okay? So let me show you my process. So once I trimmed the paper, for this paper that it was 11 by 15, I'm going to get 5 strips 2 inches by 15, and one that it will be 1 inch by 15. So the next step in here is like score the paper. And one thing that I do to the paper is that in the back, I always kind of scribble something so I can identify what's the back of the paper and what's the front. So then I'm gonna score my paper, and I score my paper every 1.5 inch. And I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna fold the paper. Now, to fold the paper, instead of starting on this one, I'm gonna start on this one in here. I want this one to remain single. So when I finish folding, I get one single on either side. And these ones, they're gonna be attached to the cover. And then I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3 pages. I need to glue this, and I'm gonna glue on the part that I have the mark. So that's the back, and I'm gonna add glue on every one of these ones. When I add the glue, I wanna make sure that I add enough glue, but I don't wanna add too much that comes out of the page. And I'm adding the glue on every other one, and enough glue in the where they joined in here. I need to let this dry, and I use some clips, this type of clips in here, to hold it together while it's getting dry. I like to make sure that these are pressed together. And I press them together hard, as kind of individually in here. I put some pressure in there. Before I put the clips, and I normally use 4 per book, just to make sure that I'm applying pressure all around. I need to wait a little bit until this is dry, and I'll come back with the next step. Okay, so now I have my pages, and I have these two that they're gonna be attached to the book. This is gonna be the spine, and I'm gonna glue this part, this side, to my cover. The easiest way will be to add the glue to the page. You want to make sure that you don't add, you know, that you keep the edges clean. But you want to bring it close, very close to the borders. You don't want the glue to smoosh out. Now the cover, it's important that when you put the cover, you add the cover very, very close to this edge. You don't want any excess of the cover on this side. If you have extra, it's okay if it's on this side, but this is the spine, and you want that cover to be aligned with the spine. Let's get this one secure in here, and let's work with the other one, because the other one is gonna have the elastic band. And I'm gonna maybe just get with some colors in here. Let's get the red. The yellow is too bright. And I'm gonna add in here enough to loop this once. They can overlap a little bit, but they don't need to. I'm just gonna cut right here. Just a little piece. And this is the way that I work with this. I want my elastic band to be like a 1/3. And I'm gonna take a piece of double face tape, double-sided tape, and put it where I want my my elastic band to go. And I'm gonna start kind of in the middle. And this is so I can keep the elastic band in position while I tape, because I'm gonna tape it in here. I'm gonna use masking tape, a little bit of masking tape. You can use washi tape, you can use even the regular tape. I just want this to be covered in here and secure. And this is gonna go on the other side. This part with the tape will go against the paper. So I'm gonna glue this one now. And this case, I always like to apply a little bit just to the elastic band itself. Now this paper that I'm using, the watercolor paper, is 300, I think it is 300 GSM. So it's strong enough and it's thick enough that it's not gonna show the elastic band. It's not gonna create a big like show too much. Make sure that everything is flat on the spine, and we're just gonna clamp this and let it dry. Okay, so once this is dry, the last thing that we need to do is to cover the book. The book is dry, and I'm just gonna add the paper. So add the glue. At this time, I like to use a spatula just to spread this one very well, because that paper is thinner than the watercolor paper. And if I leave anything, it might show. So I'm gonna start very close to the edge. I cut the paper the same width, a little longer, because I can trim that later. Okay. Make sure that it's glued to that side. I'm bringing the elastic over this side so I can bring the paper into this cover, and I'm gonna pull so I can get this area covered without having an excess. And I'm gonna add the glue. Do not add glue on the spine. And that's another reason why I use the spatula in here. I want to put enough glue, but not too much that it goes into the spine. Make sure that your edges, your little corners, they have enough glue. And again, pull. And then you can trim the excess. Once you have everything ready in there, then you just have to trim any extra paper. And here is my book. My book, it has, this part is glued to the cover, and we have 4 double-sided pages, one on the front, one on the back. That makes 10 papers that you can use. Then you can make as many as you want, and then you can paint them. Right? I made up one of the little ones. Like I said, I get 5 of this. Here's the other one. 5 of this and 1 inch of the leftover strip, and I made one. Since I'm scoring in here at 1 inch, then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the one attached to the covers. You get some extra in here. Well, I hope you like my books. The good thing about these books is that they open flat. Started doing something in there. That they open flat, and they're small. cute. You can use it anywhere. You can take it around and paint little things. Well, I hope you like the little books. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will be happy to answer your questions. These books are so fun to work with, and they are really a good way to use extra papers that we have, and it's just a nice present. And I've been making so many and so many. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.